Do not worry.
Howdy everybody, happy Thursday. How's it going? Brand new episode of Do Not Worry. Glad you could join us on this, I don't know how the weather's like today, to be honest. We're shooting on a Tuesday. I'm joined by Nadim. How's it going, Nadim?
Hey guys.
Kifa. Ça va? Good to have you. For those of you who are disappointed that Nadim is here, stay tuned. We have a lot of crazy topics for you guys. Dr. Food blocked us on TikTok. We've been blocked by Dr. Food on TikTok. We have Dr. Food's wafers, folks. Nadim has secured the bag. He has brought us these. He's been working. Nadim. We got the Dr. Food wafers. We are going to taste test them on this episode, folks. Let you know if they're worth spending your hard-earned money on these wafers. Naji Zakaria is abusing his cat. What? Is he? Is he an animal abuser? Mohamed the Dietitian, we've talked about him before. Is he fat shaming people? He's in some hot water because of a video that he released. We're talking about Joseph Chada. We haven't talked about him in a couple of months, ever since the betrayal. But we're going to talk about Chada. There was also a drama between Nour Hajjar versus BBChannel. We're going to talk about that. There's a lot to talk about. It is a wild episode. And we actually have two sponsors for this episode, folks. Our good friends at TEKELIAN Music School. They've actually extended their offer till the end of February. So if you guys want to sign up, we'll talk about that later. And our friends at 16mm in Gemeyze, folks, they're now offering breakfast and lunch. They're open during the day. We're going to talk about that a little bit later as well. So stay tuned. Thank you to our sponsors. And obviously, we cannot do any of this without our true sponsors. You guys, the viewers, our patrons, our lovely patrons, folks. Beautiful blonde patrons like Enzo S, Jad Al Haj, Jad Sabr, Karim Habr, Michel Isa. Beautiful superhero patrons like Danny Karam, Dr. Salim Shukri, Ned, and Dr. William Watfa, the boobs doctor. And our beautiful God tier patrons, Jessica Ann, Hamad Namani, 69ing Monkeys. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want to support us on Patreon, make sure that I can keep paying my interns. Make sure I can buy Dr. Food wafers so we can review them, folks. Support us on we have more flavors to taste later. So support us on Patreon. Find a tier that's right for you. And yeah, we really appreciate you guys. The show cannot stay on. We can't keep the lights on without our lovely patrons. With all that down, make sure to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, make sure to become a Do Not Warrior. Help us hit that 10,000 subscriber mark. We would be very appreciative. All right, I want to talk about the Do Not Worry Awards that took place last week. But before we do, just this very random video that I just got sent a little bit ago. Just to start us off on the right foot. Rima Abid, share us some words of wisdom with us.
Hi, I'm Rima from the country of Cedar, from a piece of sky called Lebanon. I believe that every day is a miracle. Trust my abilities and use them intelligently to reach my goals and dreams.
I have no idea what Rima Abed is talking about, but we love you, Rima. We're gonna use like when she talks. Yeah, I think she's like in Dubai. When she talks, like it sounds like she's talking about some kind of like yoga or a spiritual thing. She's a product development manager and a brand manager, so it sounded very spiritual and stuff. Can we watch it another time?
Yeah,
I wanna.
Hi, I'm Rima from the country of Cedar, from a piece of sky called Lebanon.
The country of Cedar. So she's saying cedar, maybe us the cedar, from a piece of sky called Lebanon. So, Ata'at Sama.
I believe that every day is a miracle. Trust my abilities and use them intelligently to reach my goals and dreams.
Trust my abilities and use them intelligently? Intelligently? That's a... I'm not trying to make fun of how she's... I don't know what she's trying to say. What is she talking about? Use what abilities? Her product management abilities? Anyways. We love you. Folks, last week we had our big bonanza. The Do Not Worry Awards, you know what I mean? We had, the interns were here. We had all sorts of characters from the show sending in videos, acceptance speeches, friends of the show presenting different awards. It was a blast. It was like a big, Avengers level. It's like, we're talking Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was the Avengers. And this episode, without the interns, just me and Nadim, is kind of like Ant-Man. And after the MCU releases a big Avengers movie, the next movie is usually much smaller. It's like a little Ant-Man, little palette cleanser. This is the Ant-Man. Yeah. But given all the topics we have, bro, and everything we have to talk about, this is the Ant-Man 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This looks to be the biggest of all. But anyways, I just wanted to look back at the awards a little bit and clarify a couple of things. First of all, I love if you guys haven't watched it yet, go watch it. There's a lot of surprises that I don't want to spoil. A lot of fun moments. I love that episode. But a couple of clarifications and some things that I forgot to mention. So I got the question a couple times. Anthony, Lish, why didn't Jiba Zafika Jiba get a nomination for best catchphrase? Why didn't it win? Etc. Good point, good question. I wanted to talk about this during the awards, but I forgot. So Jiba Zafika Jiba, just to explain it, it's complicated because I know that Sabah group is technically the originator of that quote, but it's very hard to associate it with one person لأنه every account بلبنان بيقول جيبا زفيك جيبا. So it just became hard for me to be like, who do you really attribute it to? Sabah group مش هالقد معروفين, to be honest with you. So there you go, you see? No one even knows. No, he doesn't even know what they are. So that's kind of where the confusion came in. So I just wanted to go for quotes and catchphrases that were clearly assigned to one person. You know where they come from. وما في أي ضياع. That's why, although يعني جيبا إذا فيك جيبا definitely deserves some kind of lifetime achievement award, some kind of special award. Another question, people were asking me, why didn't we nominate the Fejatne guy? Good question, we forgot. Okay, next year I want to have a foodie category. I wanted to do a foodie category for this year, like best foodie or something. We didn't comment on enough foodies throughout the year, so ما حسيت like we had enough to make a category. Next year though, Fejatne is going to be in there. I want to add Joy Tasidis in there. So next year, if we do another Do Not Worry Awards, the foodies of TikTok and the internet will be represented, don't worry. And finally, Darwish, we mentioned that he was too busy to send us a video during the awards. Wait, شو? Darwish بعتنا. We have a video now. Nadim, roll it. Roll the video.
أنتوني أول شيء عن جد ثانك يو. أنا بيج فان لإلك وبيج فان للبروجرام يلي بتقدموه. وعن جد كنت سو بيزي عم بفتح كذا محل. وحبيبي come to Darwish.
Mabruk ya Darwish. Thank you. He sent this in a couple of days ago, folks. He felt bad. Also, maybe I think I mentioned that I felt bad that he didn't send a video during the episode. So I think حسحاله مجبور. You weren't forced to send this, but he is busy for Anjel. He's opening محل جديد بدبي اسمه Fun Yum كمان كاندي.
اصلا تخيل كم شوكولا عم بجرب يدوق لدكتور فود.
And he's trying to get all the
شكله اصلا.
And it's a crazy period right now with Dr. Food releasing his chocolates, so you gotta get.
high season هلا.
وعم بيفتح كمان محل اسمه Chess Bar كمان, I think إذا ماني غلطان. So منه ملحق Darwish. Thank you for the video. ألف مبروك على the best mini market. But speaking of Darwish, I found this very interesting video of him on TikTok. Check it out.
هيدا الفيديو بيني وبينكم اوعى ما بدي مرتي تعرف امانه يعني. كل نهار أربعة بيجي على جوني على حارة صخر على الدايموند سبا بعمل مساج من بعد شغل خميس جمعة سبت حتى 2 3. صراحة سيرفيس بعقد وبعقده بومبا. ايه بومبا. قرروا الشباب يعطوا جيفت. أكتر حدا بياخد لايكس على الكومنت رح يطلع له جلسة قد ايه؟
جلسة واحدة.
وإذا هو وصاحبته
couples.
فيهم يجوا couples لهون.
Guys, Darwish handing out hand jobs on TikTok. You wanna
شباب هن البومبا.
ما بعرف يعني he's talking about البومبا. يعني I'm guessing it's the kind of
شباب دانس صوت بيطلع صوت سبع وراه.
كأنه it's a massage place that has happy endings, I'm guessing, and he seems happy. He's like he doesn't want his wife to know ما بدي مرتي تعرف. So you guys want to get a good hand job or a happy ending at a massage place?
قريب عليك انت اذا بدك.
hit up Darwish. You know what to do. Speaking كمان على sticking to the أجواء awards and some of the people who we talked about and awarded. Zoulfy folks, سلامتك يا Zoulfy. Zoulfy was in a bike accident, folks. Zoulfy was in a bike accident. وكمان Zoulfy found himself in a big controversy من بعد awards with a burger قصص honey mustard. Anyways, first of all, بعت لي Zoulfy صورة of his broken arm. شوفوا Zoulfy بالمستشفى.
ده يا مان.
Check it out. الحمد لله على كل شيء.
أول مرة بشوفه بركي بلاك أسكات لزولفي.
شفت حرام. هون عنا فيديو.
خي الزلفي.
معك يا خي ابو حماد.
الحمد لله على السلامة يا خي.
الله يسلمك. والله ما كنت بدي اجي انا يعني غايب عن التصوير لانه ليك كيف وضعي يعني. بعد ما عيون العالم اكلتنا عملنا حادث على الموتوسيكل تشقطنا.
لازم كان
بس انه هيك جيف اواي ما حدا غير الزلفي بيحكي عنا.
يعني عن جد يعطيك العافيه. يعني زولفي كاسر ايده جاي على الشغل.
اي والله.
سو انيويز عم بيحكي انه قد ما العالم ضربته عين وهيك. عن شو عم بيحكي؟ نزل زولفي فيديو من كم يوم بال HFC promoting 2 new burgers وبجت. شوفوا شوفوا ليش بجيت.
اجتمعوا لك 2 برجر بالاتش اف سي اخوه، بس الله بيخلق خيان ما بيخلق طعمتين، كل طعمه شكل وكل طعمه لها ذوقها. 2 برجر. شو هي اول برجر؟ هاني ماستر برجر. ليك منها هاني ماستر، ليك عبرني الله، ليك يا الله، ليك صدر الدجاج، صدر مش الدجاج، صدر الدجاج حبيبي. وهون شو؟ تشيكن موزاريلا برجر طايره ليك صدر الدجاج. ليك
العالم عم ضحكت عليه
بسعر خرافي
لانه قال برجر
مع وحده
هوني ماستر
زي كولا. هيك 2 برجر بالاتش اف سي قد ايه بتاخذ سعرهم؟ بتعرف قديش؟ عم نقص يا كبير. قطشت لك الفيديو لانه كنت عم قص، عم شوهت. انا بعرفش قص يا خي، ما كل واحد هلا يطلع لي يحكي لي ما بعرف قص. ليك
ما بعرف
يا ويله ليك الغطس بس بقد ايه؟ مع وحده زي كولا خيك الزولفي بس ب 300,000.
ايه ذا تشيز زولفي.
2 برجر طايرين.
زولفي ما تخلي شيل مسح الجبنه من ايدك يا زولفي قبل ما
جا
تسوي
احكي بشرفك.
جا عيدوها هيدي، طلع هيك نازله الجبنه هيك يا زولفي. بدك تعيدها هيدي. انا عم اقول لك بس anyway so people started commenting و stitching the video وهيدا رواد بعلبكه حاكين عنه نحن على هالشو من زمان لانه صراحة كتير بايخ بلاقيه و like he's not funny at all ومزعج، بس انه عامل فيديو هو على زولفي. check it out.
2 برجر، وحده هاني ماستر والتاني موزاريلا. ما عرفنا الاكل وب 300,000. يعني لو سرقهم بتبيعهم اغلى. الفسح عم قلت عاي خيي برجر، لا ما اسمها برجر، موزاريلا ما اسمها موزاريلا. ما حدا بياكل عندك، ما حدا بياكل. تسقي خي حر انت، بس عم قلت عاي بس احنا ما بتشوف.
نحن تيم زولفي من الاول ومن الاخر. رواد بعلبكه عن جد يعني this is so fucking lame.
مالك عازم يعني.
ومثل ما قال نديم يعني حتى مع ايده مكسوره زولفي عم بيشتغل وكنا عم نحكي بزنسز ومحلات تياب. شوفوا هلا في البان واشبان الاطيب مع الزولفي.
ايلان يا زلفي يا خيي ما عم يمشي الحال في المنون والله. دقت وعلقت. تعرف شو يعني دقت وعلقت؟ يعني عند الاطيب، ما اسمه الاطيب، في اطيب من هيك. تعال يا خيي تعال.
لو انا كثير بيقنعني نو واي يعني بيجي منين
يعني بدك تتغذى عند الاطيب. شيلك عن موضوع الغذاء، البان، اشبان، لبن، كل شيء.
برو اي لاف ات عن جد يعني ما في شيء ما بيعه زولفي.
اكيد انا
فيب بي اس مطاعم كريسبي تياب شوز البان واشبان.
انا اكيد كسر ايده فك البلاتر وبيعه. نو واي انا ليك ما في بلاتر على ايده خيي.
انا عن جد زولفي من كل الدعايات اللي عملها بفتكر this is my favorite لانه اكثر شيء راندوم. البان واشبان يعني خلص ما في يعني I love it عن جد. زولفي يعطيك العافيه يعني ما في محل بعد زولفي ما اشتغل فيه وما عمل له دعايه. نحن we love زولفي وشو بدك بالعالم يا عم بتمنيكو. اوكي moving on from زولفي from our boy. my guys, sorry, this week is a bit all over the place. I know last week we did the awards, so في كتير topics that we were supposed to talk about last week ما حكينا عنهم, so they've accumulated. We have like 2 weeks worth of topics that we have to talk about. Remi Akl sent me a DM حكينا عنها, you know, a couple episodes ago. We reacted to one of her videos. She literally sent over these messages. First, she sent a heart and a thank you via Instagram. Then I said that, you know, we're big fans. The interns say hello. Then she says hello to the interns with a heart and to you. We'll take everything into consideration and work harder. First, I gotta say, to me, you don't have to take any of our criticism that we said. Mainly Nour. Nour is in no position to criticize you, to me. I'll be the first to say it. Let's just look at the accomplishments in life. Nour قاعدة إنه بهدلها شرشحها لريمي عقل in her videos. Remi actually watched it and she's like, oh, I'll try to be better. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to be better, you know. معقول? What position they're putting me in? Remi بتقول لي I need to learn or apologize or I'll do better. بتقول لي لأنه نور قاعدة تقول she's pretentious وما بعرف شو.
The defense of نور ما بحسها قد كان قصدها pretentious يعني مثل ما هي قالتها.
نور أصلا ما قالت شيء. نور was saying like I feel her stuff is ما بتقول شيء. Then I would finish the sentence. So I don't even know what really Nour meant. No, Nour meant إنه like Remi's videos don't really hit the target that they need to hit يعني. She agrees with everything she says, but some of the people who need to watch her videos don't watch her videos. That was Nour's message. So now Remi needs to do better. to please Nour. That is what's gonna happen. Remi بدي خلص بدي updates for your next video. بدنا نكون عملية لنور creative consultant.
كان فيديو تنزله تسميه نور. For نور.
Anyways, Remi, thank you. And God bless you for watching the video. Keep doing what you're doing. You're way more successful than any of us on this show. So just to throw that out there. In case that wasn't obvious. Child labor, folks. We looked at a lot of child labor videos during the Do Not Worry Awards.
Wow.
Maestro Sports 1, actually. Spoilers if you haven't watched it. Nadim sent over this video a few days ago. This I found. It's a child labor, but he says Snickers in a very particular way. Let's watch this.
شو ابو سند شو عندنا اليوم؟
رينجي 4 طعنات 1 2 3 4
قد ايه؟
بس ب 35,000
قد ايه؟
ب 35,000 وهذا التاريخ.
That's a good price صراحة.
اوكي شو عندنا بعد؟
لحظة ولك شو بعد عندنا؟ عندنا سنيجرز تاريخ جديد، مارش تاريخ جديد، سويك تاريخ جديد بس ب 17,000.
ومن عند مين هو؟
I think this video might get demonetized because of how he says Snickers.
عندنا سنيجرز.
Well, you heard him, folks. If you guys want to get some Snickers, and speaking of child laborers, this kid Yati Lafi, I've already added him to the list for next year's Do Not Worry Awards.
It's so weird.
Hey, the Poule D'or. Poule D'or has been blowing up on TikTok because they have this. They have Joey Hela Hadshufoua. She's very popular. She's become their mascot. Maybe we'll talk about her some other time. So I wanted to talk about this young lady who came in at child labor bil Poule D'or.
يا آية اطلبي لي وحدة فهيتا اسمك لأنه المديرة عاملة عليها حاظر منعنا من الأكل اليوم فما إلي غيرك.
رح أطلب لك وحدة الله يسترني منك ومن المدير.
قد ايه عمرك يا
عمرها
12 سنة؟
قلت لك البون.
عينك.
Anyways, هيدي الفهيتا وهلا نرجع بنشوفها لآية. Dude, she's like 13 years old.
اليوم الجوي اخدي اوف وحبيت اعمل لها فيديو. شو منقلها للجوي؟
Anyways, Aire يعطيك العافية. She's adorable. يعني all these children are adorable. نحن we're not trying to make them feel bad or anything يعني.
Yes, يعطيكم العافية.
They should be in school. بس كمان great work. Sticking to Poule D'or just for 1 second. There's this lady who I find hilarious. I don't know what her name is. بس
Sorry, what do you do for living?
معقولة عم تسألنا نحن بول دور عرمون هناك الأطيب شاورما.
She looks like the last person you would expect to work بمحل شاورما.
بول دور يعني.
نحن عم تسأل نحن بول دور عرمون. She's so funny. I don't know why I love her. When there's another video with her هون قاعدة برا.
كلنا متفقين إنه الدولار عم يطلع كتير بس أوفرات بول دور بعدها مكملة 3 طاووق أو 3 شاورما أو كمان 4 تشيكن برجر بس ب 250,000. ما بدنا ننسى كمان 2 فروج على الفحم ب 500,000 وما تنسى سندويشتين رغيف كبير اوكي دجاجة على الغاز بس ب 200,000. طب يلا شو بعدك ناطر؟
اقول لك اتس نيو ماركتينج استراتيجي لبول دور مثل ريد بول كانوا يجيبوا هيك بنات حلوه يروحوا يضيفوا
برو بول دور اذا بتفتح تيك توك بول دور هلا they all of their most like the prettiest بول دور employees. يلا على الكاميرا يا بنات. اصلا I'm gonna talk about this later يعني Roadster نزلوا video where they're making their waitresses dance. Let's look at it now actually since we're on the topic.
You have it?
I do have it. We're gonna have to mute it لأنه the song is it's the song about hey the fucking Wednesday dance with my hands and so and dance and ready for na look at their faces bro. They look like they want to die. Hone she's still kind of smiling. Hone look at you see her here. Hone her soul has left her body. Hone she's like what am I doing? Look at her the first one. She's so miserable. Like, why are you like, bro? These waitresses are earning minimum wage. Literally, like minimum wage. You know, they're making a little bit of money on the side. They're either in college or something. They want to pay for their college. They want to pay for their rent. Don't make them dance on camera. Okay, no offense to Roadster. We hoped that Roadster would one day maybe be a sponsor of this podcast. Maybe not after this. So don't make your minimum wage employees dance on camera for your TikTok and your social media accounts. Hire dancers لبسون بتياب Roadster and make them dance. But don't make your employees.
ليك أنا I hate the fact إنه كل شركات العالم هلا قد ما يكون mainly الجام تبعهم عالية أو what they go for TikTok as something that should be very entertaining and very funny.
The algorithm rots everyone's brains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why on this show, I do what I like and I try not to chase algorithms or anything. You know what I mean? I could make videos that could go maybe viral or that follow trends. I don't do that. I do what I like, and we count on patrons who fans of the show that keep us afloat rather than trying to hit numbers or hitting algorithms and stuff. Man.
And
I don't know, my problem isn't it with brands getting on TikTok? Just don't make your employees about the minimum wage to become the face of your company unless you're going to pay them more. Give them a raise. Pay them more to do that stuff. But in most cases, they're not getting paid more to do that stuff. Okay, real quick, we're going to divert to a random topic, Shui. We got a very sweet email a couple of days ago on the Do Not Worry email address. And I'm going to read it. I don't think the person intended for me to read the email. But no, here goes anyways. Hello, Anthony and all the Do Not Worry team. My name is Maria, and I wanted to take a minute of your time to tell you a story that you probably heard about. Last Christmas, my dad's tweet about my brother wanting to take the car to a party without a driver's license blew up on Twitter, becoming one of the most retweeted in Lebanon. So much so that Al Jadid TV came to our house and had a huge interview with my dad and brother that aired on Christmas Eve. The video is linked in the email. My brother is a huge fan of yours and he doesn't miss an episode. He once joked about how he should have been in your podcast considering the popularity of my dad's tweet. So I wanted to reach out to you and only hope that you will see this email and consider having him on your podcast. He has no idea I'm writing this email to you and I really wanted to make this a surprise for him. Thank you and hope to hear back from you. Maria Juan. I think when she says I hope you'll have him on the podcast, I don't think she was talking about me having her brother as a guest. By the way, her brother is called Salim. Salim Juan. Salim, thank you for watching the show. We love you, man. Thank you for watching the show. Look, I watched the video. Very funny, but I gotta say, you guys might not like my opinion, Maria and Salim. So I think your dad, it's called Joseph, is kind of a snitch. So here's the tweet that his dad, so his son wanted to take the car out for Christmas or for New Year's to celebrate with his friends. So his dad tweeted to the army, literally. He tagged the army. And he told them, like, if you see my son Al-Hajis, arrest him. He's like...
حضرت الانترفيو.
Yeah, so on UTV, he said that it was 10% a joke. I'm like, that ain't funny, man. Let's be real. The army, Lebanon, the cops, the police, I'm like, I don't really trust them. They kind of scare me. So, like, I know it was meant as a joke, kind of, but that ain't funny. Okay, Salim, I'm sorry. I don't want to disappoint you guys, but I don't like your dad. Your dad fucked up. That was mean. Okay, what if they actually, like, took you to jail or something, man?
عن جد bro.
ما وقفوه. I don't think وقفوه.
بعرف هو ما وقفوه بس تخيل لو وقفوه فهمت.
Yeah, it could have gone wrong. Like, بلبنان ما بينمزح مع الجيش وهيك قصص. In my opinion, like, it's not funny. You know what I mean? Ooh, like tagging them, come in. I don't know. It's kind of a snitch move, man. Like, so Salim, thank you for watching the show. We love you. Thank you for watching all the episodes. Maria, thank you for emailing us. That was such a sweet message and good looking out for your brother. Joseph Juan, I'm sorry, bro. That was like a narc move. That is a narc. That is a snitch move. I don't find that tweet funny. I don't know why it got so many tweets and retweets. Like, the people want that kid to get arrested. I don't get why this was like a cute story that the news put on. This is a horrifying story. This is a horror story of a dad willing to send his son to Lebanese prison. Not just any prison. Do you know what happens at prison here? You know what happens? Salim seems like a sweet boy. Seems like a nice, sweet boy. He would not last long in prison, Joseph. Your son would not last long. Okay, you know the term Arnab? That's what's going to happen to your son, to me too, in prison. We're all going to be Aranib, whatever that means. Okay, I don't really know what I'm talking about. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the show.
بتعرف بالكومنتس اذا تفوتوا على التويت بتشوف العالم تحت they are tagging كمان Lebanese army مش انه عم بقول
they want the kid to get caught. They want the kid to get caught.
كل شيء يعني.
Yeah, that's just fucked up, man. I don't know. There was a cheesy burger disaster that happened last week. Yeah, and Kamena, we were a little bit late on this because we had to do the Do Not Worry Awards. But hey, this went everywhere, folks. As you know, the كتير cheesy towers و cheddar I'm نحكي we've been talking a lot about the stuff zingers وموتزاريلا وما
It's the new mondial, bro.
Just watch this, towers. Okay? Watch this abomination.
يا مرحب cheesy burger tower بس من عند الشيخ ب 250,000.
Yeah.
Bro, like
يا أنا ما عندي شيء أقوله غير يا على هالفيديو مش على الأكل على الفيديو.
The comments were saying it looks like orange juice, which is true. It looks like a raw egg sometimes, like egg yolk.
ما في ولا element بهالفيديو حلو.
I feel bad for these guys and like it's leaking. It's too liquid, bro. It's too liquid. This is the way عم بيستعمل ركوة القهوة to pour it like كلها غلط. The whole thing isn't working.
ده عم بقول ليك كمان شو بدنا نشوف.
It's horrible.
شو بدنا نشوف.
They ate a lot of shit بالcomments وstitches شو ما بدكم على TikTok. So they had to repeat it essentially. He's trying to justify it. Haram, bro. I feel bad for these guys. And I think what's the place called?
I love food.
But like better not say what the place is called. Who needs to know?
يا مرحب، هيديك المرة عملنا فيديو بس نشوف ليش العالم بتحب تعلق على القصص المش الحلوة، بس تكون القصص حلوة ما بيعلقوا عليها. شوفوا لي كيف تكون القصص من عندنا.
This is too thick now. Like now they went the opposite direction. They're too scared. هلا صارت
محياتي.
Now it's like filled with like cornstarch or something. لا بدكم you need to find that. اصلا هيدا كله ما يعرف حش تحط cheddar فوق القصص. It should be on the side.
مع التشيدر
احسن definitely an improvement.
بس هون هلا
التشيز والبرجر على الاصول عندنا.
Who wants to bro كيف بدي اعرف انا مين بلش هيدا الترند يحطوا جبنه فوق البن.
مطعم بفرن الشباك.
مش cheese on top. I gotta find هون كمان check it out. Another redemption video. I think اسمه barbecue snack المحل. لا ميوت. اوكي في تحسن.
هيدا روق بلشنا نقرب يعني.
في تحسن بس هيدا الكونسبت كله منه ظابط مع السكيور مع البوتيتوز كلها مش ظابطه.
مع الصوصات كمان.
وركوة القهوة مش ظابطة كمان. بس God bless. اوكي نحن بنشجع و improve. I wouldn't try this صراحة even if you paid me. Look, I can't خلاص ما في أنا كل شيء تشيدر وجبنة وهيك بطل في أشوفهم. Anyways they redeemed themselves بس حرام يعني بيشفق when إذا نحن هيداك عملنا الفيديو تنشوف كيف علق العالم وقت بيعملوا شيء حرام like they're sweet. Stop shitting on them بس إنه it is gross. يعني أنتوا كمان تاني مرة بتصوروا شيء هيك ما تحطوه online يعني ما تحطوه online bro. It's not that complicated.
جد ما بتحضروا الفيديو يعني بس يصوروه ما برجع بيحضروه خيي. مش معقول.
ما في بدهم social media team. Well, hey guys, I just wanted to take a second to thank our returning sponsor, 16mm Bar folks in Gemeyze. And in these cold and rainy times, they have a perfect offer for you guys to keep you warm in the winter time. And it has to do with their new opening hours, folks. Yes, starting today, 16mm Bar is opening starting at 10 a.m. until 1 a.m. on weekdays, and from 10 a.m. until 2 a.m. on weekends. That means Fridays and Saturdays. They're still closed on Sundays. But with those new opening hours, folks, comes coffee, brunch, breakfast, lunch. Let me get into some of those details. But first, what do you guys get as loyal Do Not Worry viewers? Well, folks, if you go to 16mm Bar between today and the 14th of February, between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m., and if you order 2 coffees, just tell your waiter, do not worry, and you will get a free dessert. Yes, folks, you heard that right. You get a free dessert if you order 2 coffees and you tell your waiter, do not worry. And so you can choose between a homemade brownie, a homemade cookie, that tastes so good, or a baked apple puff. Now, let me tell you a little bit more about their new menu, okay? They got new breakfast items on the menu, folks, including granola bowls, goat cheese puff pastry, avocado toast, a cheese puff pastry, brie and ham sandwich, and the sweet feta sandwich. That sounds so good, folks. And the desserts that I mentioned, the brownie, the cookie, the baked apple puff. There's also all these delicious coffee options, folks. You got your cappuccinos. Now, folks, I don't even drink coffee, but an iced passion fruit latte sounds like something I would enjoy. And homemade hot chocolate. Now, goddamn, I love me some hot chocolate. Let me tell you that. I will enjoy me a hot chocolate. So basically, during the day, it is a chill spot where you can work from, chill, bring your pets because they are pet friendly, hang out with your friends, do some work, do some research, do some writing, write that novel you've been putting off all that time. And starting at 5:30 p.m., they turn back into the 16mm Bar that you know and love. So it's win-win. And as you guys know, they're located in Gemeyze. They're 300 meters down from the police station. And they are facing Rebirth Beirut, which is an NGO. And don't forget, they have their signature cocktails like the bourbon iced tea and my personal favorite, the May Parker, Peter Parker's aunt. I love that drink. It's really good. So other than the breakfast and all that stuff, all the drinks that you know and love, they're still there. Go get them. They have happy hour from 6 to 8 p.m. every day. They're on Instagram at 16mm.beirut, and they take reservations. It's an awesome chill bar. The owner, Hadi, is like a huge cinephile. He named the bar after 16mm film. He's a fan of the show, so that only helps. Go support them. And when you support them, you're supporting us. So don't forget, between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Order 2 coffees, tell your waiter, do not worry, and get that free dessert. And just as a heads up, you can only get 1 free dessert per person per day, but you can theoretically go every day from now until the 14th of February, order those 2 coffees and get 1 free dessert per day, but you are limited to 1 per day per person. Thank you. Over the last week, there was this big hubbub over Kylie Jenner and her husband. Who's her husband? Do you know Kylie Jenner's husband is?
Taylor Swift, Travis Scott.
Travis Scott, that's right. They named their baby Aire. How do you say that? Aire, I guess. So in Arabic, obviously, that's Aire, which means my penis, whatever. And Arab Twitter went crazy. The world went crazy. Everybody lost their shit.
It's very lame.
It is very lame, to be honest with you. And every single obvious joke that you can imagine got said. So here's the Twitter title: Kylie Jenner shares first photo of her son named Aire. And look, there was a bunch of lame jokes made, but there was one video that kind of condensed and brought all of those, the most obvious jokes you could make together. Every single one you could even think about. This person packaged them up, put them up into one video, and published it. Let's see. If you laugh at this video, I will pay you. Okay. I'll give you 500,000 if you laugh. Okay. So there's money. يعني it's in your best interest to laugh. Okay.
كايلي جينر جابت ولد سمته ايري، فخلينا كلنا نضم صوتنا ودعمنا لحتى نبارك لها بايري. بكره ايري وقتها يكبر بالمجتمع ويطول ويصير عضو كتير مهم، بتصير كايلي تفتخر بايري وتحكي لكل العالم عن ايري. ايري اسم الله طلع حلو مهضوم، وبتمنى شي نهار وقتها كايلي تقرر تجيب له خي صغير يكون بده يكبر لحتى يصير مثل ايري. يلي كلنا لازم نكون مبسوطين فيه انه كايلي رح تبقى تحط ايري على السوشيال ميديا بين كل بوست وبوست. وكمان ما لازم نغض النظر عن تعب كايلي وشغلها وجهدها كله رح يكون كرمال ايري. ولك ان شاء الله يا ايري تكبر وتصير اكبر مستشار لحتى العالم تجي تستشيرك وتقول شو بدك تعمل مع ايري.
No? He's laughing at his own jokes. So you don't want free money.
I hate it.
It is super.
It is super lame. No way.
It's painfully unfunny. وكمان the irony is, remember when he did the whole thing انه كيف قالوا إلي انه هيدا الكونتنت للمجتمع وعيب. It's rotting the brains. For this is the alternative. Sat there, he made how many 80 jokes he made in a minute? You didn't laugh at a single one, did you? Anyways, so that's all you need to know about the Aire situation.
Bro, she named her boy Aire. Her daughter is named Stormy, so it's mainly Storm and Aire.
Hey, I heard it's something about like it's Spanish. It's a Spanish name or something. Like even at first, when I first saw it, I was like, huh, Aire. Like I just made I chuckled in my own head. Like it's like, huh. That's it, I didn't tweet about it or something. Twitter, bro, it's like everyone's been holding that in, and everyone's making the same joke. It's like, how? It's like, bro, we get it. We get it. Anyways. تعرف ترافيس سكوت زبون عنده لتسمي ريكاردو اصلا هلا سو رح نتعرف عليه لايري. بدك تتعرف على ايري روح عند. Anyways, I'm sorry. وكلام البذيء كمان عنا اولاد عم تحضر. Okay, folks, I've been sent this a lot on Twitter, and it is a Syrian store selling clothes and shoes. If you thought that the gimmicks بلبنان were crazy, check this shit out. Them Syrians are crazy motherfuckers.
هدول بكره الجمعه راح نبيعهم 35. هي البواط هي يلي حقها 70 بكره ب 35. بكره ب 35 البواط. هي البواط بكره ب 35. يلا بقى اطلعوا لي بقى. لك هذا البوط ب 35 يا جماعه. لك مشان الله هذا الحكي بالشعلان بس. هذا الحكي بالشعلان بس بالشعلان. بس نحن فاتحين بفروعتنا كلها يا بي.
I love your reaction, bro. That was so refreshing. You were so happy. That made you so happy. There's more. Do you want to see more? All right, man. Go ahead. They have more.
بالعالم 45,000 عواض أو باسي. أحلى كنزة بالعالم. لك شو 45 لك شو 45 من السما بطلع لك انا. هي كنزه 35 و3%. 35 و3% كل شيء عم ارجيكم اياه.
شو جابوا ستاندمان يلا
اذا بدك جمله على الواتس نحن بنقول لك قد ايه جمله.
It's so funny bro.
على الواتس.
It's like jackass stuff. راكبين لادر ونط. قوم. لا that's fucking يعني.
نحن ما صابوا بس
يعني ما بدي اشتري هالغراض قد ما بينطني عليهم بس انه كماركتينج this is genius. بدنا اللبنانيه بدنا نشد الهمه. شو سمعت يا بوتيك رورو دكتور تياب؟
بلشوا نطوا من السطوح ورفجروا المحل. ما بعرف يعني بسوريا سبقوكم.
بعد في هاي third one.
والله لا ارجيكم اسعار ما شفتوها بحياتكم كلها والله. عم يطلع بنتين
يا اخي مش حرام مش كبار مش انه بينكسروا صراحه.
خيي قد ما التياب ناعمين وقد ما الكواليتي منيحه فيك تنط ما بيصير لك شيء.
شو هالبافارو هاي؟ 65.
I love these guys. اسمهم شو؟ هلا محمد حمدان 75 ما بعرف اذا هيدا الشاب تبع المحل if that's the owner I think that's the owner.
ضروري
ما بعرف.
ذهب بس انا عندي ارجع.
ايه this is incredible folks. This is incredible stuff. I love your reaction. شفتوا نديم من قلبه عم يضحك.
واو.
I've never seen him laugh like this بحياتي يعني. طيب time to go to something a little bit more serious and a little bit less fun. Okay? كان في دراما نديم. Did you follow this up على انستغرام؟ شفت شو
ما لحقت لانه انسرق السلولار ما لحقت. شفت شو
سرق السلولار نور حجار
يعني
بس قبل ما تسرق السلولار did you see what was happening؟
لا ما لحقت.
طيب look I'm gonna give you guys a full disclosure. I follow both of these people على Instagram. أنا نور حجار I know him personally. I've worked with him in the past. I love Nour. BBChannel I've never met him but I've been following him ever since الثورة. He's been making videos. He was one of the louder يعني voices على social media بوقت الثورة وهيك. هو ونور حجار they got into some beef over the last few days على Instagram على Twitter and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. I'm not trying to يعني Nour since has deleted his posts. He wants to avoid any drama. وكمان Hassan from BBChannel. As you guys know بج لبنان last week الدولار طلع على 65,000. The judge بيطار that is the head تبع the August 4th explosion investigation كان حاطط a bunch of suspects in prison like بدر داهر تبع the port just a bunch of people. There's another judge ضده لبيطار عمل قرار ومضي قرار انه يطلع all of the suspects from prison وما بعرف شو shit went crazy. وعالم سافرت هربت من لبنان. People who are tied to the August 4th explosion are no longer بلبنان. هلا هربت العالم نزلت على الطرقات. Shit was going crazy. So in relation to all of that Hassan الخطيب so BBChannel حط tweet وهو يعني for people who don't know what he does he's an editor video editor وكان معروف during the Thawra for making video edits of politicians if they're making speeches or stuff. He would gather footage from them in the past. عم بيقولوا شيء then he would show footage of the opposite of what they said etc. يعني basically just revolution via videos. So he tweeted قادر مسح الأرض فيهم وأكتر من قبل بس الشعب ما بيستاهل لهيك مصيف بعز فصل الشتاء. So basically he's saying that I could have made videos that انه يمسحوا الارض with the politicians and all of those responsible من زمان بس الشعب اللبناني ما بيستاهل because العالم ما كانت عم تنزل وتتظاهر enough و he was kind of يعني he's in his mind he's sick of the inaction. Why aren't people protesting? Why are people letting this happen etc. And for those who don't know Hassan had to like هرب من البلد. He lives in Germany now if I'm not mistaken with his wife. He had to move to Germany لأنه he's wanted by the police. So I think if he comes back to Lebanon he'll get arrested and stuff like that. So Nour Hajjar saw this tweet إنه قادر يمسح الأرض فيهم بس الشعب ما بيستاهل and he quote tweeted it basically saying that like he very much disagreed. This was his tweet. He said, "Come on guys, we need his mediocre videos to end Ghassan Awaidat. We failed him. Oh Lord, oh please Lord Hassan accept us. Aire بأحسن activist بهالبلد." Then he also shared it على Instagram. Oh لا انحرمنا من videos of politicians speech edited. No please Hassan we are not worthy of your glory. Please أعطينا more of your mediocre videos. من تيك اخت الايجو ليك من عامل لايك كمان الكينج ما غيره. Aire بأكبر activist على بكرة الصبح. غسان عويدات could have been killed by Hassan's video بس نحن الشعب ما بنستاهل. Please someone present the sacrifice to BBChannel. So clearly Nour does not like Hassan's take. So he shared that tweet. basically, this created the whole problem between them. They went back and forth على Twitter. There's a couple of tweets, عم بيردوا على بعض. So هون you have Hassan replying to نور. عيرك بحالك هيدا أكتر شيء فيك تعمله أو بقطع لك تيكت وبتشرفنا.
لآخرها بتمك صحتين.
لآخرها بتمك صحتين. نور responds على تويتر برو بليز نزل فيديو بري. بعد 2 edits بيستقيل بنترجاك. كتير قوي your reply حط حالك بصحن اعطيني فحص المات شكلنا بعدنا بروفي يلا keep blaming people like the system does. They go on for a little bit. هلا أنا look I have to say I have no dog in this fight really. I do think Hassan's take was a very bad take. Hey, blaming الشعب.
شو بنعمل؟
وليش ما عم بينزلوا يتظاهروا برو ما حدا بده يتظاهر بقى. أنا قرفان التظاهرات. أنا ما انتفاعلي ما بنزل أتظاهر. يعني after the disappointment of the October 17th revolution يلي صار ما في شيء بينزلني على الشارع تأتظاهر بقى. To be honest with you, nothing. I won't fall for that again. So الشعب تعبان. الشعب is depressed. ما حدا بده ينزل يتظاهر. يعني some people do وعم بينزلوا وعم بيعملوا قصص. أنا bro no way أرجع أنزل بحياتي. I think a lot of people feel the way I do. So to blame the people really does lead nowhere. هلا Nour's response, while I agree with the point of it, was a bit aggressive وعم بيسبوا an activist. I get it, and I get why Hassan would get upset. Obviously, I get it. نحن we get comments all the time with people cursing us out وهيدا. But most of the time, what I do is I just delete the comment. And if I get a comment that I don't like on YouTube,
I delete it.
I press delete, bro, because my YouTube, my comment section is not a democracy. You don't have freedom of speech. If I read something that I don't want to read or that I don't want one of my interns to read, I delete it. Fuck off. You don't like my videos. Go somewhere else. Yeah, so unfortunately, Hassan kind of overreacted in my opinion, and things escalated. So this is what BBChannel then shared on his Instagram. And he says, وبالنسبة للميديوكر edits اللي عم تحكي عنهم أحلى edit رح أعمل لك لما كنت عم بتسب أحد حكام الخليج بعيد ميلاده. شيروا له لنور حجار خلي يعرف شو ناطره. So basically هون BBChannel Hassan is threatening or blackmailing Nour with some video that he has of Nour making a joke, something about شيء خاصه بالخليج, and he wants to make that video and release it so that Nour gets in trouble basically مع الخليج and he gets his visa revoked or that he's not allowed to go work there or perform there or stuff like that, which honestly I found to be
bad take.
Very messed up. And I found this to be and I very rarely ever get involved in stuff like this. I saw this وبعت له DM لحسن على Instagram. I was like, yo bro, this is not the way. That's not the way. I get that you're upset. You have the right to be upset and someone he took what you said وسبك, and I get why you're upset. But this is not the way to go about it. And I told him, and I'm like, I get into arguments all the time with people out of social media. We get hate comments وهيدا. This is not how to react, kind of, because you're overblowing it, especially that Hassan and Nour, for the most part, are on the same page. They both want the same thing, or 90% بدهم the same thing. It's just how to get there. I think they have different techniques. I think Nour is more to the left of Hassan. Either way, that's irrelevant. I was like, dude, this isn't the way to go. I tried to talk him out of it شوي. مش إنه نور ما طلب مني أحكي شيء. I was just like, let me talk this guy out of it, because I like both of them. So I'm like, I don't really think you should do this. وهيدا, he just seemed very offended that Nour basically sabbo. That's kind of what I thought that it came back to, and he felt disrespected. I'm like, yeah, but and also your job at Tamaruf, because you make videos that are anti-establishment, against the establishment. You making a video snitching ala Nour for a joke that he made against the establishment, that is the complete opposite of what you stand for. And he's making a video against the people pro-establishment. وحتى أنا قلت له, I'm like, it's kind of like a little boy snitching to his parents and to get his friend in trouble or something. I'm like, is that really what you want to do? He was like, dude, thank you for your opinion, but let's end the topic here. He didn't really want to talk with me about this. I'm like, all right, you do you, man. Then Nour wasn't gonna play around with this, and he literally made a whole Instagram post about it where he said, trash, don't forget to tag Amn al-Am here so they can stop me, you thawraji boy, trash. And حاطط على Instagram, and he's explaining, he's like, so this activist Hassan Khatib, who has bbchannel.de, does edits of politicians and does edgy edits of them saying things just like any activist online. He has ego level 1 million. Swipe, he shows the quote tweet. Then he says, just imagine from a retweet, he wants to post an edit of me doing a joke about Hakim during the George Erdehe thing, making fun of George Erdehe, just to spread it so that I don't have gigs there. Can this guy be any more Nizam? So they go at it. Then the comment section تبع Nour Hajjar bit big. People commenting,
معه ضد.
pro, against. There was just a couple of messages that Anna caught my attention. And they were from Hassan's wife, Mira. And I actually want to read it because I felt like Haram, she was stuck in the middle and she was trying to stop both of these guys from going at it. I thought that her message was very sweet, kind of shwy eye-opening. I'm sorry, I'm going to skip a few things. There's a few messages before this. Noor had mentioned how he had to move houses because he's gotten threats before. She's comparing it to him. They had to leave the country. So just for some context. She says, Nour Hajjar, you moved houses. Okay, cool. Where are you now? You can easily travel here and there. No, you can go back to Lebanon whenever you want, right? I'm sure you can. It is extremely comparable. In his case, the minute he tried to set foot in Lebanon, he will be detained until he faces trial. He might go to prison as well. لحتى آخر شيء تجي أنت تقول له your political edits are mediocre وإنه هو وhis content ماشي. لو ماشي, why would he be wanted in his own country? You can't come and stand against someone who was once on the same page as you just because you realized إنه يلا fuck it, let me go back to comedy. عمره ما يرجع لبنان ولأنه هو يئس. Anyway, no other comments صراحة. This is energy draining because both of you have so much ego, which I think is kind of right.
Yeah,
she also had some comments that were not great with some bad takes, but she's defending her husband, which I get. I'm defending my husband because I know how tiring our life was these past 2 years, how anxious we were even from abroad, how tired he used to be. He barely had time for himself, barely slept, barely ate. He fought so hard thinking he might be able to bring a bit of change. مش لآخر شيء العالم ينتقدوه بهالطريقة لما يقولون إنه he gave up. I'm not saying what he is about to do is right. About making the video that's the Noor, the edit. I'm not saying that what he is about to do is right. I am against it. But both of you don't want to compromise. So Haram, honestly, I'll give her the MVP award for that fight, Mira, because she's in a difficult position. She understands why her husband is upset, but she also doesn't want him to make that video against Noor because she knows it stands against what her husband wants, and she knows no one has anything to gain from that. And she knows that Noor and Hassan, have more in common than they don't. So I just want, this is a post that I found on BBChannel on his page. I'm going to read the post, his words, okay? Don't follow me if you cannot handle criticism. My thoughts are free and I want free-minded people to understand that every video I publish is a result of these free thoughts. This is my personal page and not an ads page nor a news page. Welcome to whoever stays and whoever leaves. Thank you for understanding. But Hamashi, where he says below, don't follow me if you cannot handle criticism. I think, Hassan, BBChannel, you should be able to handle criticism. I know that it was a bit aggressive and it was a bit rough, Jay and Nour, the way it came. But Kamena, you got to think, Nour is a comedian. Kamena, everyone was stressed. The country was on fire when this was happening. Everyone was feeling very tense, angry, and just confused. So, yeah, when someone sees a take that says, Shab, ma biyistehal my social media content, it is going to rub some people the wrong way. And it was a very bad take. This was a very bad tweet. تخيل أنا بقول للعالم إنه ما بتستاهلوا do not worry لأنه ما نزلتوا ظهرتوا or something like that. That would be kind of ridiculous. Well, this is kind of ridiculous. So I get it, you're upset. But it was a very bad take. وكمان he did an Instagram live that same night. وكان عم بيقول حسن إنه مش رح أعمل الفيديو لأنه بعرف إنه أهله لنور قاعدين بالخليج وهيك. I'm like, that's not even a good reason, bro. Like, just because ما خاص even إذا أهله لنور ما كانوا قاعدين بالخليج, you should not make that video.
لأنه ما لازم تعمله. يعني ما لازم تعمله.
ما لازم تعمله. It goes يعني ما بعرف. It's very.
خلصت أنا بالنسبة لي خلصت القصة. أنا خلص. Okay مش الحال.
It's a very snitch thing to do. I think he realized it. I think he knows that. I think just tensions ran high. I hope he and Nour were able to work it out. If not, إذا ما حكيوا مع بعض, to each his own. بس إنه وأنا كمان to Nour, what I would say, I hate getting into social media beef. We used to get into a lot of drama on this show and on this podcast, and I found it to be draining. It's tiring. كل ما نزل حلقة that we were criticizing someone, I would feel anxiety before and after, the day before, the day after. So I just stay away from the social media drama. Nour and Hassan, I think you might want to do the same because it's tiring, man, and it's draining. Leshu, we have a big fight to fight. I think we should be on the same team. Joseph Chada, folks, we have taken a break عن Joseph Chada لأنه بتعرفوا he betrayed the podcast مع الwellness coach, two enemies of the show, arguably the most horrible content creators in Lebanon. بس he made some videos that I want to comment on لأنه عن جد صار لي سنتين تقريبا أو شيء بعرفه لشادا و he has not evolved. يعني إذا شيء عم بيصير أخرى من قبل الكونتنت تبعه و I'm just a little bit shocked. أولا هيدي هي اللي راحت viral مع الكساب. شوفوا he turned off the comments على TikTok. The comments are turned off. When comments are turned off on a video, it's a bad sign.
It's fucked up.
قرب على الفتوش الطيب.
ورجعنا عند الكساب.
شو بدنا ناكل عند الكساب اليوم؟ عبالي مشاوي كثير جوعانة.
كباب.
يلا.
شو عنده؟
شو عنده؟
البويكر.
واو.
شو بدنا ندوق هلا؟
واو معقم المحل.
بطاطا
معقم وداكل حيط.
طعميني بقوة بليز.
طعميني بقوة.
لا شادة؟
تاكلي توم يعني. كل توم ونسي هموم.
أنا بدي طعميك الفتوش.
طعميني مشاوي.
كرم. شو رأيك بالكساب؟
I love it.
يعني كل
هو
شيء
كان ناقصه هي.
كل شيء بيقولوا شادا وانها كريبي. طعمينه مشاوي. ايه ناقصه هي apparently she's the girl اللي كانت بفيديو كليب خضر عزلان يا بنت السمراء. apparently she's one of the girls in that video. anyways انا ما في لكم قديش تراشي هالفيديو يعني ما بعرف شادا شو عم تجرب تعمل. هيدا استاذ فيزيك هيز توتر. هيدا بيعلم اولاد فوكس بيعلم اولاد. اسمعوا
فتوش الطيب.
فتوش يعني هيدا sorry for the audio listeners يعني شادا يعني عن جد شي بلاعي. شوفوا هالبونلس كانه عم بيعمل فيديوز كمان. عم بحس شادا هلا اوقات he used to always do this يعمل فيديوز خصوصا انا احكي عنهم very specific. يعني بتعرفوا نحن والبونلس our history مع البونلس. شوفوا هالفيديو البونلس تبع شادا.
Oh my god what's happening.
بونلس.
The one and only boneless صار بالضاحية. خلينا نجربه. ليكو تشادر كيف عم بيلعب فوقها.
بيلعب فوقها يا شادا.
ايه جلمح ايه ما تكون كلاس.
اعطيني كلينكس برو. هي شو بك فكرت عم بجيب لي كلينكس جاب لي تشادر. بدي امسح ما فينا نطلع هيك بالفيديو. غطى يلا.
مبسوط يا حبيبي؟
مكيف بالبونلس. غرامي البونلس.
ايه
عن جد ما بندم ابدا اني جربته.
اول مره
الضاحيه.
It's the first fucking time بيحكي عن البونلس بحياته. غرام البونلس. ايش هذا ايه؟
ضحك غرامي. انا غرامي.
شوفوا بدكم تشوفوا. remember the SpongeBob that I offered Chada at the end of the documentary. Check this out folks. look هيدا he's not making this video تا يحكي عني. شوف
على فكره عرفت شو جبت من سكاربي قلبي؟ بليزر ميد.
بليزر ميد. انا عندي بليزر ميد. I made a video about them. انت شادا رح تلبس بليزرز عن جد هلا يا شادا وما with the SpongeBob that I got you. This is يعني how could this be not targeted to me يا شادا.
على السوفا تبعكم كمان.
على السوفا تبعنا اللي قعدنا عليها سوا.
واير فورس وباندا دونكس ويونيفرسيتي بلو دونكس فانس ونيو بالانس. اطلبوا اللي بدكم اياه على صفحتهم على الانستا.
زبطوا للميكرو وبعدوا عن تمك شادا بشرفك.
شوف كمان هون. شوف هيدا this had a hilarious comment هون which was حدا كتب اذا بتطلب دعاية على علي بابا.
جينا اليوم لعند احلى جلسه بمرم خيل عصفير. شو هالفخامه شي فاخر على الاخر.
This feels like it was filmed بالتسعينات. مع الموزيك الفخامه من وين شو هالموزيك يا شادا؟
هيدي الفتة سبيسياليتي مزيج من الفتة اللبنانية الإيطالية والتركية. بلقمة واحدة بيطلع لك.
All I want to say يعني I don't even know what to say about Chada يعني it's just سلو سنتين he's making the same things. You would think his content would evolve شوي يتغير بعده. وتعميني فتوش وفي الكومنتس وبونلس وطيب البونلس يعني ما بعرف يا شادا يعني عم تكبر. You're getting older bro. This around like 27 or something.
At least بعد عن الماينرز.
يعني بعد عن الماينرز as far as we know. And كمان Chada is actually a fan of Andrew Tate. He's been sharing Andrew Tate stuff على Instagram. He shared a whole video with Andrew Tate. هلا literally هو ظاهر من الحبس to go into a truck to go to another prison cell. عملوا معه quick interview. Chada was sharing updates. يعني first of all, for those who don't know, Andrew Tate is convicted of sex trafficking. He's currently in prison in Romania. His prison sentence got extended because there's so much evidence against him and they want time to process it. He was also accused of the R word, of you know, the big R word, the ultimate form of sexual harassment in England. There are voice notes about it. There's tons of videos of Andrew Tate himself admitting to the lover boy method that he used to get girls and convince them to get into sex, you know, streaming, video streaming, with sex trafficking and all that sort of thing. He's definitely guilty. For one reason or another, people look up to him. Someone like Chada, which is kind of pathetic. Yani Chada, the last person you need to look up to is Andrew Tate. But Andrew Tate, he prays after people like Chada, people who have low self-esteem, low confidence, feel that they can't get with women, and they feel that, like, you know, women are a problem, so they turn women into the enemy. They start viewing women as the enemy. This is why Chada, you know, is friends with Wellness Coach because of everything he says about women on his TikTok. يعني بعد يعني شو بدي اقول لك يا شادا وشادا مقرع راسه تيكون توب جي مثله لأندرو تيت. It's kind of pathetic. So Chada, I just wanted to highlight this يعني. Stop making TikToks تنحكي عنك على الشو. This was the last time. لأنه if we are going to comment on you on the show, it's not going to be pretty, my friend. All right? But you're not going to enjoy it. Anyways, عنا this was a lot of people sent me this video على Instagram هالكم يوم. It is a joke from Peter وين ما كان. He has an account on Instagram. He does a bunch of comedy things. So listen to this joke, and I'll talk about it later.
حبيبي روني كل شيء تمام؟ رواق؟ مشتاق لك.
حبيبي بتشرب شيء؟ أنا كمان مشتاق لك.
الصحة والعائلة منيحة؟ كل شيء تمام؟
منيحة يا. وأنت كله تمام؟
خي بيك شيء براسك؟ ليه عم تحكيني هيك؟ بيك شيء براسك؟ ما انا جاي لعندك لانه ليك الدولار كيف طالع يا زلمه حيشبه 60. خلينا نروح عند شفيق نصرف.
يلا روحوا لعندهم روحوا لعندهم.
ليلا عن الساعه الواحد بيحكيك فيها شو مسطول.
الصراحه فاجأتني هالفويس.
خلص كل خرا.
Look, it's not bad, and I would have found it more funny, but I found that there was something شوي هيك weird about it.
It is.
Then I remembered. I literally saw the same joke a few months ago. We commented on it on the show. It was by Jean-Marc Boulos, and it's actually a lot funnier. Let's watch it again and tell me if you see any similarities.
Boulos, حبيبي. أهلاً. حبيبي بتشرب شيء؟ لا برو بعدني شربين قهوة مش قادر. بجي لعندك ولا بدك تقعد جوا؟ لا بنقعد هون. تا 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 تا. يلا روح. منيحة كانت السهرة ايه؟ سهرة؟ منيحة بقوزي. شو بك اهبل دخل؟ وعا منهم خيي. سوري خيي التيك توك اخذ لي عقلي ما بتصدق يا زلمه. شو؟ دولار طاري؟ شايف يا زلمه 28,000 وشي، شو بعرفني خيي؟ ليك بدك تروح لعند كارل؟ روحوا لعندهم روحوا لعندهم. ليك هبيله انت خيي؟ يا خيي انا خلي اتركني خيي، انا التيك توك مفيد بقلب دماغي خيي، مش قادر اطلع منه. ليك قبل ما انسى هيدي البارفان لطوني اعطيها. شو هالزباله هاي يا زلمه؟
So anyway, I really like this and I laughed at this what نزلت. So is it plagiarism? Did Peter Wynn-McCain, was he aware of this Jean-Marc Boulos? Is this a format? Is this like a thing that everyone does? It's a joke that everyone repeats? And to me they seemed eerily similar. So just saying, and I don't like it when people rip off other jokes, you know what I mean? So my bad. Mohamed the Dietitian, folks, we've talked about him before on this podcast. He was the first guy to test the A cups, who fit the whole thing about A cups, who drama with Wellness Coach, who meet Shaghle. He's been a friend of the show. We gave him a heads up. We gave him a shout out, on the awards episode for his fight, his solitary fight against A cups. Anyways, he got in trouble recently for this video. Let's watch it together.
It's not okay to be fat. سألنا سؤال وهول الأجوبة. ما بيأثر الواحد ينصح بس مش مقبول الواحد يضل ناصح. شو هي حجتكم؟ جينيتكس؟ ما عندكم وقت؟ خلص قولوا صحتكم مش أولوية. كثير هجومي. إذا إجا حدا قالكم تضعفوا 10 كيلو بتقولوا له لا أنا مبسوط هيك. Fat people عرفوا إنه في حل ومش اللي أنتوا عم تعملوه.
Is this video fat shaming or not? We have a bunch of comments on Instagram that are, I got most of them that are against, and one comment that is pro. Let's read the first comment that is in support of what he said by Amin Khanza. Definitely needed to be said. Stop being overly sensitive and do something about it. You might be going through something or you may not, but that doesn't mean you sell yourself short. The first step of resolving your issues is focusing on health, self. Might be hard, but so is being stuck in a bad place. Nothing but love, people. See you at work. So that was a pro message, a pro comment, and we got a bunch of comments that were kind of against this approach. We have Andrea Ishak, I don't know what her name is. I thought that I couldn't lose respect for someone this fast, but here you are proving me wrong. You became everything wrong with diet culture. You know about eating disorders, and it's a shame to see you talk this way, honestly. I know so many people heads out to the comments after being harshly criticized through this video, and I want to say that it's totally okay to be fat if you are struggling with your mental health. Eating is a coping mechanism to stress and other traumas, so please do not feel trashed by this video. You are enough just the way you are. Sending love to anyone affected by this content. Mohamed the Dietitian replies. He says, most obese people are obese because they don't do enough, and many should seek help because we're here to help. Keep justifying, though. Very helpful. Kind of a douchey response from him. We have another comment that is against. Zinb Skafi says, this is so unacceptable and hurts too many people. Mohamed replies, he says, the lazy ones? It should. Another comment by Marianne Zreib. Eating disorders, ever heard of that? Mohamed responds, the video is simple. People who don't struggle and strictly blame it on genetics or time, but y'all like to argue for nothing. So he's being pretty defensive. He's not enjoying the criticism. Finally, we have a comment from Zainab. Mohamed, considering your reach, this approach may come off as aggressive. I'm not trying to trigger you or anything like that, but I just want to highlight that it's not okay to use this approach. Yes, some people don't have time. Believe it or not all people have fitness and training revolving around their lives. 2, yes, genetics and the environment you grew up in play a huge role in who you are, what you do, and what you eat. Also, addressing someone as fat people is problematic in itself. Ever heard someone saying skinny people while addressing to lean people? That's not okay too. You want to provide ways for people to lose weight? Have a healthy lifestyle, then okay, but I don't get how this is effective. Is this fat shaming? The subject of weight is very sensitive, you know what I mean? It's a thing that people struggle with. I have some friends that are overweight, friends and family. I think everybody knows people that struggle with being overweight. So I would think the first thing, maybe calling them fat, I guess is probably not the best thing. No. Mohamed is a dietitian. All of the content that he creates is around his business. He wants to attract clients to hire him so he helps them lose weight. So it's his job to make a video that goes viral to get as much attention possible, to try to get him as many clients. So I think he knows that. I think he knows that using some of these terms are going to get him some attention. Now, whether it's good or bad attention, that doesn't matter as long as he gets his clients at the end of the day. And I think I stand somewhere, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. Okay? Where I think that obviously being fat is unhealthy. I think that overweight people know that. They don't need you to tell them that because they probably think about it every day. They're probably very self-conscious about it. Everybody struggles with something, has something that they're self-conscious about, whether it's in their body, their personality, or something. I have tons of those things. Maybe Nadim has them too. I would hate for someone to like remind me of those things in a video, like, hey, you're too skinny. Hey, you skinny fuck. Like, hey, like, relax. You know what I mean? So having a video is like being fat is bad and stuff. It's not really, I would say, the right approach. Also, Mohamed the Dietitian, you know, he's someone who calls wellness coach Mohamed a bully for the way he talks to women, the way he body shames them, the way he talks to people. This is kind of the same thing. You're kind of body shaming right here. So you can't be out there preaching and criticizing another or he's not a dietitian wellness coach. I don't know what the fuck he is. But you can't be out there criticizing them for body shaming and bullying people when you're out there making videos calling people fat. And then a lot of the comments are right. There are things known as eating disorders. People can be depressed. There's tons of things that lead to that. He updated the caption about his post. He said, updated, this does not refer to people with eating disorders or mental disorders or something like that. But watching his video, you're not going to get that vibe because he wasn't really talking about that. It's the approach, yeah. But I mean, I do think people can be overly sensitive. And like, for example, I'm not someone who thinks that obese people should be on the cover of like a fitness magazine or on like for example, in the States, there's this push to like, and look, overweight people should feel beautiful. They should feel great. But yeah, you should feel great and you should feel good about yourself, but we shouldn't also mix that in with the fact that like, it's healthy. We shouldn't try to sell it as you can be healthy. No, let's not make, let's not kid ourselves. Being overweight is unhealthy. It's bad for you. Just like smoking is unhealthy. Just like a lot of things are unhealthy. So I'm also not for that approach where you're not allowed to ever say that or something. No, you should be able, but you got to know how to say it. Also, like, don't just walk up to a random overweight person and be like, hey, you're fat, you should lose weight. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, even smoking, bro. Like, it's always annoying when someone walks up to someone and says you shouldn't smoke. Like, everybody knows smoking is bad. He knows it. Leave him alone. It's his choice. Like, shu khassik or shu khassak. So don't walk. Yeah. What do you think about this? Is it fat shaming? What do you think about his approach?
About his approach, yeah, I think it is fat shaming. It's very aggressive for no reason.
Like, listen, it's a complicated issue. I would love to hear from people in the comments. You know, if you're overweight, if you struggle with weight, if you've struggled with weight your whole life, I would love your opinion on how you think this message came across. I think it's a little bit aggressive. I think it is a little bit fat shaming, and I think he knows that, and I think he should be more responsible of how he, you know, talks to his potential customers and not make them feel bad about themselves, but like empower them, make them feel good about it. Ooh, yeah, mental health, eating disorders, depression. There's even genetics. There's so many things. I'm not an expert by no means, but I think this was kind of a douchey video, especially coming from him. And he's been someone who's we've been kind of looking towards as kind of an example on TikTok, but maybe not. Maybe he is just kind of a douche. No offense, yani. But anyways, folks, we have some great news regarding our sponsor, TEKELIAN Music School. They have loved your excitement about their offer, about their deal. Pay for 1 month, get the second month free. That they have extended it, folks, till the end of February. So you have 1 more month to sign up for 1 month of music lessons at TEKELIAN Music School, and you will get 1 month for free, folks. It is awesome. TEKELIAN Music School has been around since 1972, folks, and they offer one-on-one music lessons with professional, seasoned musicians who will teach you everything they know in private lessons, folks. And you can pick from 3 different packages, and they're all very affordable, starting at $25 a month. For $25 a month, you get 4 lessons, 1 a week, 30 minutes each. You want longer lessons? For $37, you can get 45-minute sessions, 4 of those a month. And for $50 a month, you can get 4 one-hour sessions a month, folks. One-on-one private lessons with a musician. You know, people have been trying to learn music recently on YouTube. Everyone's trying to buy instruments and try to learn music on YouTube. I tried that too. Guess what? It doesn't work. It's very hard to stay motivated. It's very hard to actually learn anything when you're just watching random videos on the internet. It is so much better and easier to learn with an actual professional by your side, which is where TEKELIAN Music School comes in handy. And you don't have to be a 5-year-old child to do music lessons. You can be 25, you can be 30, you can be 40. Is there a music instrument you've always wanted to learn? Now is your chance. You can do it at the best price possible. And we're talking all sorts of instruments like the piano, the violin, the guitar, the flute, the trumpet, the viola, the saxophone, the cello, the drums, goblet drums, cannon, percussion, solfège, music theory, vocals, oud, bouzouki, and a brand new instrument that they've just added to their repertoire, folks, the accordion. So if you want to master any of these instruments, hit up TEKELIAN Music School, pay for 1 month and get 2 months, okay? Pay for 4 sessions and get 8 sessions. You have till the end of February to do it. I cannot recommend it enough, to be honest with you. It seems like an awesome deal. Have you ever learned a music instrument?
Yeah, I used to play the guitar.
Why did you stop?
لأنه ما كان بتكليان music.
There you go. If he was at TEKELIAN Music School, folks, he would have continued. Would you like to continue learning guitar?
At some point, yes, I would consider.
And with the price, if you pay for 1 month and you get another one for free, isn't that an amazing deal?
It is amazing to me.
Folks, hit up our friends at TEKELIAN Music School. And thank you so much for sponsoring our podcast for the past month and a half. We love you guys. Don't forget, till February 28th, you have 1 month. So if you were on the fence last month, you have just a few weeks left to make that decision, and then the offer will go away forever. So do it. Okay, folks. Look at that. You got Leopold on there. Speaking of Leopold, speaking of cats, we're going to do a quick video before we get to the Dr. Food biscuits. Okay, I know we made you guys wait. Before we get to the wafers, one more video. The intern sent me this video in a panic last week. They sent me this video like, Anthony, Naji Zakaria is abusing his cat. Fan favorite. Everybody loves Naji. Look at this. What do you think? So I watched the video and I have some opinions. Let's see. Is Naji Zakaria abusing his cat?
دخلك جورج هيدي بارود الحربية اللي بتساع شي 5 تضرب وبصير يتنتش هيك وقصير بتجي شو بسموها هي دخلك؟
بالفرنسي اسمها بوم دو لاكسيون وبالانجليزي بامب اكشن. بامب اكشن منين جبتوها؟
So when they sent me this video, at first they're like, Anthony, he's abusing his cat, he's harassing the cat. I'm like, oh shit, he's like kicking cats in the street or something. Then I watched it, I was like, it's not that bad. But then I watched it again, I was like,
عرفتها كف من قلبه شو بتقول not that bad.
عرفتها كف بس انه like it was like kind of like a smack, like a side smack. ما بعرف look, for example, I spank Leopold every time I put him food, for example. Every time I fill his food bowl up, I give him a tiny little gentle tap on the butt. It's not really a spank. It's like a little like
gentle.
Not like this. This was kind of crazy. But so is it animal abuse?
Action!
It's not that bad. He's doing like I think he's making his hand look like he's smacking it very hard. It's not. We're gonna watch it again. شوفوا كيف بيعلي ايده عم بيعطيها إيلان. He's making it look like it's a strong smack. It's not that bad. I think it's a gentle little like هيك من فوق, which is still not necessary. You don't. The cat doesn't need to go through that. It doesn't deserve it. But animal abuse, I don't think so.
ليك بس شغله ما فهمت الفيديو اللي عصب على بوم.
ما بعرف, it makes no sense. It's so random. The whole thing makes no sense. We're focusing on the cat هلا. Did he smack the cat? أنا يعني ما تعيدها يا ناجي, سائلة منك, نحن بنحبك وبيشبع جمال. Don't do this. We don't need to get into controversies. We don't want to cancel you. Shut the fuck. Not that I would cancel you. I don't want Twitter to cancel you. I don't want the internet to cancel you. نحن بنحبك. Finally, folks, after all this time, I think this is the longest episode in the history of the podcast. وحسكن نديم كان هون. يعني I think everyone's gonna. We're unsubscribing. Here we go. First of all, Dr. Food blocked us on TikTok. هيدا شوف account not found. Why? Because of this TikTok. We did it. It's going viral on Instagram right now. كمان. Basically, he's saying إنه ما بحب doing a lot of videos in couples جلجأة وجلجأة والعالم تقرف منكم. So we just highlighted it. Here it is. There we go. Okay. بخاني لدكتور Food. He blocked us. He freaking blocked us. I thought you had a thicker skin than that to Dr. Food. Wallow. Anyways, so the Dr. Food wafer, folks. The Dr. Food wafer. Here's the saga. Let's start. Okay, before we taste these wafers, let's start.
هلا نحن داخل المعمل لنحضر كرتونة دكتور فود ويفر. يلا.
بس الكرتونة هلا.
أول طبعة بتطلع لحتى نقارن الألوان إذا صحيحة.
نحن we have, as you can tell, the green one. We don't have the blue one.
هلا بنطابق نفس اللون الموجود هون على طباعة نايلون. كرمال نصنع كرتونة دكتور فود ويفر نحن بحاجة رول ورق كبير.
Okay, we don't really care about how he makes the cardboard. Do we see how he makes the chocolate here? No. This just shows the cardboard. We don't need that. Number 2, شو عنا هوني؟
بتروق؟ تفضلوا معنا.
أطيب ترويقة على الصبح دكتور فود ويفر.
ترويقة تخيل عم تتروق. يونيكا ويفر.
سمكة الشوكولا.
واو.
أرجينيا.
منها شوكولا ومنها؟
That's something you're going to hear a lot. سمكة الشوكولا. You're going to keep talking about أدسميكا. سمكة الشوكولات كمان they're going to say.
1 2 3.
هذه الكرتونة تخيلي قد ايه سمكتها قد ايه متينة لتحفظ البرودكت تبع دكتور فود بقلبها. يعني انت اذا بتروحي على السوق كله سوالا بتشوفي هذا الشيء تلاقي اجى كرتونة رقيقة. هذه بس كرتونة دكتور فود.
Are you ready guys?
والله ليك
والله اف هالكواليتي الكرتونة سبيسيال. ما تكسر الدكتور فود ويفرز بقلبهم. هيدي علبتك انت بتاخذها.
عم قلده برو.
هون شو في كمان؟
دكتور فود صارت جاهزة؟
يلا نعبيها ويفر.
خي انت شو خصك بالويفرز وبالشوكليت خيي؟ كنت تعمل كومباريزون بالباكجينج كنت تبضاي كثير، صار بدك تفوت على الميس هلا بدك تعمل ويفر كمان. على كل حال ناطرك انا تبعت لي سامبل تجربها وشوف شو وضعها بركي.
سني قال شي خطي القلب بدك تفوت بالميس. Is Dr. Food gonna start making canned goods؟ ما بدي بلش دوق Dr. Food corn و Dr. Food champignon بشرفكم. لا Dr. Food. Stop it here. This is enough. I swear, please. Don't threaten us with more food. ما بدنا هلا معلبات Dr. Food. شرفك برو. لا no corn. ما بدي corn.
رويش.
Dr. Food؟
انت عم تحكي على كرتونة دكتور فود ويفر؟ دكتور فود ويفر حتكون للدرويش.
حبيبي come to درويش.
حبا.
شو هالقدت مالها عازم برو.
Acid trips bro. This is all acid trips. Acid trips. هلا الدكتور فود ويفر عم يبلش يوصل لعند السبلايرز بالريجنز. شوفوا النار. العالم طايرة. العالم
هنفتحها ندوقها وناخذ رأي العالم. لكو سمكة الشوكليت اللي عليها.
سمكة الشوكليت هيكو.
خلينا رأي الشباب.
بتجنن.
وكيل الحصري بكل عكار اللي بيهمه يتواصل معي حط رقمي بالبايو. يلا
لك ايه one more.
حبيبي انا وياك الوكيلين الحصريه هون بجوني.
هون بجوني نحن we got it.
جوني ومنصوريه.
هلا هذا بتقلنا شوي كيف how you secured the bag.
جيت اليوم تجرب شوكولا دكتور فود وعلى هالاساس بقرر كم علبه باخذ. باكجينج حلو، الحجم تبعها كمان
تخينة. Everyone's commenting انه
عبي لي تزينة.
لك عبي التزينة عبي. ولك عبي خيي بدنا دكتور فود ويفر. شوفوا تخينة. طيب هول هن الفيديوز. نحن صرنا حاضرين I think ندوق يا نديم. صرنا حاضرين ندوق نشوف هاي سمكة الشوكليت يا عمي حتى الوقت. طيب انا you ready؟
Ready.
And we'll try to provide you guys with a slightly ASMR experience. أنا جوعان عبالي شي sweet.
حبلش هيك.
Packaging ولا ليك يعني الباكجينج مرتب. Dr. Food Sunshine إذا بتلاحظوا هون. There's the sunshine على جنب. حطيت his email address in the back actually too. george@drfoodworldwide.com. I've never seen like a personal email address on a chocolate bar before. WhatsApp number كمان. Doesn't say the weight of the product بس مصنع هون بلبنان. هيدا اللون الأخضر رايحين أكيد هيدا الهيزلنت. It's like the Unica hazelnut is green. في dark وفي milk chocolate بعد ما نزلوا next week.
Next week.
حيجيبنا إياهم بيعملنا إياهم نديم. يلا فتحناها فتحنا الباكج ولا ليك سمكة الشوكولات سميك في سمك
سميك
و how much each box كلفتك $5 يعني على اللبناني هلا قول 58,000 بوقت هيدا التصوير يعني 58,000 times 5 يعني 290,000 العلبة divided by 24 فيها 24 يعني الحبة بشي 12,000 بهذا السعر الحبة بشي 12,000 اوكي let's try it سميكة chocolate سميكة
قبل
جوزيف sorry ليك سميكة فيها شوكليت
ليك سميكة كتير اسمع انا بدي اعد كم لاير فيه 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 لانه
more bro okay look let's go back to one more bite just هيك كدوش صغيرة هيك by the way we're not fucking paid or sponsored like I said the guy fucking blocked us يعني ابدا ما في sponsor ولا شيء
دفعنا حقهم يعني
كرمالكم للشعب
بس ما بيستاهلوا
بسم الله طيب folks my honest opinion it's not bad it's not bad and I prefer a thinner wafer personally and I like them thin I like them and this doesn't taste bad it tastes fine ooh the يعني what it lacks in like quality or flavor it makes up for in quantity and this is a very generous amount it's a very trust me I don't want to be here complimenting Dr. Food shit I would have loved to tell you that it's disgusting with Eddie unfortunately it's not disgusting it's pretty good and the amount of wafer you get for the price I think this is gonna be a pretty good deal for a lot of people. The packaging is corny as fuck.
Yeah, logo.
The Dr. Food logo, bro. هيدا شو paint Microsoft paint هالفونت شو هيدا bro. This is a horrible font, a horrible packaging. بس إنه I think with clever TikTok marketing this is gonna do well. أنت شو رأيك بهالويفر؟
أنا ليك كطعمة لا it's good. مثل ما قلت إنه
It's not bad. I wish I could tell you it sucked. It doesn't suck.
It's really generous. أنا الباكجينج مان أبدا ما حبيته يعني.
Packaging
ما بيشهي أبدا.
Very tacky packaging. وهيدا Dr. Food logo بدك تغير لي إياها.
وبعدين ما ضروري يكون اسمه Dr. Food Sunshine.
You know who he looks like هون? He looks like Ringo Starr. That's fucking it. He looks like a fat Ringo Starr بهاللوجو.
أبدا. It's
and I don't mean to say fat. I mean overweight. I'm trying to be better. By the way, if you guys are overweight, love yourself. We love you, huh? We love our overweight kings and queens. Go grab a snack if you're watching the show. You know what I mean? Go grab a snack. Fucking eat. Feel good about yourself, okay? Fuck it. So شو الريفيو تبعك؟ We have a minute قبل ما نوقف التسجيل.
أنا I rated تقريبا 7.5.
Yeah, I gotta give it like a solid 7 out of 10. This isn't bad. This isn't bad for the price. Dr. Food, surprising. I want to try the other two flavors. And I'm a dark chocolate guy, Kamena, so I'm way more interested in the dark version of this. This isn't that bad. This isn't that bad. Give it a try. I hate to say it, folks.
But it's good.
It's not bad, you know. Yeah. I think Dr. Food might make some money off of these. Especially that I think this is cheaper than Unica. Unica غلي وكل غندور غلي. So, rapport qualité-prix, c'est pas mal. Anyways, folks, God bless you. Thank you for watching. Let me just take a second to thank a couple of our patrons. I know this was ran so long. Our God-tier patrons, Andrew G, Jack Sleeman, Burgery, Best Burgers in Tripoli, and Adam Khazan. We love you. Guys, like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. Become a Do Not Warrior. Very long episode. We got more for you next week. We love you. Go watch the Do Not Worry Awards if you haven't seen them yet. Check them out. Engage with the video. We love you. Goodbye, Nadim.
Bye, guys.
They're not bad. They're not bad. I don't know what to say. They're not bad.
Do not